Episode 547.
Hey, go sleep up there.
At the moment, Ye Shu was like a lonely boy with a fly swatter, swatting left and right. The result? The one on the left shifted his body to the left. The one on the right shifted his body to the right, both mumbling something unintelligible in their sleep, and continued sleeping soundly, with absolutely no intention of moving. Ye Shu gave them both another pat, left and right. They ignored him completely. Ye Shu had no choice but to run upstairs, grab something to cover each of them, and only then return to the game. As Su Mucheng had said, for Ye Shu, even a solo dungeon run wasn't a problem. It was just a bit more troublesome, that's all. But there was no other choice. Ye Shu had to grit his teeth and finish the dungeon run on his own. As for Su Mucheng, while she was asleep, her character was still alive. Not wanting to waste the opportunity, Ye Shu also took control of Su Mucheng's Windcomb smoke bath, keeping pace with the group. Ye Shu let out a long breath after exiting the dungeon. He had the skill for it, sure, but this was still a bit of a self-inflicted grind, not exactly cost-effective. Especially with the Spring Festival event in full swing, skipping it to solo a dungeon instead, that's just plain stupid. Ye Shu hadn't drunk enough that evening to be that foolish. He exited the dungeon, logged out of Su Mucheng's character, and immediately went off to do the quest on his own. The Lunar New Year event was a breeze for the average player, so what kind of obstacle could it possibly be for Ye Shu? He repeated the process mechanically, round after round. He even made it onto the TV a few times, but none of the rewards were anything to write home about. But for Ye Shu, experience gain was his top priority right now, and on that front, the efficiency was quite satisfying. By the early hours of the morning, the lingering effects of the alcohol and exhaustion had mostly worn off for Chen Guo and Su Mucheng. The two of them woke up one after the other.
Go sleep upstairs.
Ye Shu called out. Chen Guo was struggling to regain consciousness.
What are you doing?
Su Mucheng was also trying hard to open her eyes.
It's an event quest.
I've got a quest too. I don't want to fall too far behind.
Su Mucheng rubbed her eyes and reached for the mouse.
It's fine. Once I hit level 50, I'm definitely going to be held up for a long time.
Have you thought of a way to solve it yet?
What else can we do about it?
Well, the quest chain requirements are one thing, but the arena demands are a real pain in a new server like this.
Su Mucheng opened the level rankings, studied the current character levels on the 10th server, and said,
Yesterday's bliss, today's headache.
Even Ye Shu couldn't think of a way, so Su Mucheng naturally had no tricks up her sleeve either. She could only sit there with him, sharing in his helplessness. Chen Guo managed to struggle to her feet, but seeing Su Mucheng had no intention of going to bed, she stretched, then sat back down and started logging into the game.
What's up? Not going to sleep either?
I'm on night watch. What's there to sleep about?
Chen Guo tried to glare, but her eyes wouldn't open any wider. Her eyelids were just too heavy with exhaustion.
Keep at it then.
Ye Shu didn't try to dissuade them at all, quickly returning to his own game.
Well, we all knew someone would be staying up. Couldn't they have planned something special?
Chen Guo grumbled as she started the task, and so the three of them each took a computer and finally upheld the tradition of the night watch. And it seemed quite a few players were using that as an excuse to game all night. The evening peak player count was nothing compared to usual, though the number pulling all-nighters was a bit higher than average. And that night, the power of the Spring Festival event was on full display. Among the top 100 players on the level leaderboard, there was a clear gap between those who had logged in for the event and those who hadn't. Ye Shu and Su Mucheng's characters had both climbed several more spots on the rankings. It wasn't until dawn that the three of them finally logged off to rest. Su Mucheng had originally planned to sleep in Ye Shu's room, with Ye Shu taking the sofa. However, Chen Guo was having none of it. At her enthusiastic insistence, Su Mucheng ended up sharing a bed with Chen Guo, while Ye Shu went back to his little storage room. After getting up in the morning, they grabbed a quick bite and dove right back into glory. When dinner rolled around, Chen Guo had already made arrangements to go out again. The three of them headed out for another big meal, though they were noticeably more restrained than they'd been the day before. This time, the two girls didn't drink themselves silly. They came back and logged straight into glory. This time, no one insisted on playing until dawn. When they got tired, they naturally went to rest. 3 days passed in this fashion. The routine didn't change, and it was all rather uneventful, but the group was thoroughly content. Glory was their greatest passion. During a long break like this, not having to worry about work and just doing what you love, that's how many people choose to spend their holidays. Their way of spending the holiday wasn't exactly outlandish. On the 4th day of the Lunar New Year, Chen Guo was finally heading out. He wasn't completely without family, but they weren't particularly close. Still, it was the New Year, so he felt he ought to pay them a visit. Chen Guo had gone out early in the morning. After Yi Shu and Su Mo Cheng got up, they only found the note Chen Guo had left behind.
Heh, it's just the two of us today.
Yi Shu said, looking at the note.
What are you up to?
Did you get any new clothes for the new year?
No.
Go buy some then.
Sure.
Su Mu Cheng agreed without a moment's hesitation. So for that day, none of them were glued to the game. Chen Guo went out to pay her New Year's visits, while Ye Shu and Su Mu Cheng spent the day wandering around, eating and sightseeing, enjoying a leisurely day off, like a holiday within the game. Chen Guo's New Year's visits were done in a day. Yi Shu and Su Mu Cheng, having wandered around for a day, also ran out of new pursuits. After that, they simply fell back into their old routine, diving into Glory's Spring Festival events day after day. The standard Spring Festival holiday is only 7 days long, but the professional league's break is just 6 days. The league wants to take advantage of the festive season to give the players a little extra entertainment. The 7th day of the new year, however, had always been designated as a match day. On the evening of the 6th, Su Mu Cheng naturally prepared to return to her team. Over the past few days, Chen Guo and Su Mu Cheng had built a solid friendship. Becoming friends with her idol was something Chen Guo had never even dared to dream of before. Now that her dream had come true, she was smiling from ear to ear all day long. When Su Mu Cheng was leaving, Chen Guo sent her off with so many bundles and packages that even Ye Shu found it a bit much to watch.
I said, she's not going on a long trip. She's just crossing the street.
What do you know? Mumu can't just drop by whenever, especially since this place is an internet cafe.
How could I not understand?
Yi Shu said, glancing up at the sky. Boss Chen was treating him less and less like a top-tier professional.
There's way too much. I can't carry all this. Hesitate, leave it here for now. I'll come pick it up when I have time.
Su Mu Cheng said this, and while other excuses might not work, the phrase, "I'll come back when I'm free," held an irresistible allure for Chen Guo. Of course, she was thrilled at the prospect of Su Mu Cheng visiting again. The more often, the better. So she quickly started sorting the items into batches.
Oh, is that so? Well, all right then. You can come get these another time.